Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. Lincoln Morgan makes his big league debut right after this. Donnie Stevenson gets the ball for the Indians in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Into the box, Chris Tan, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Number 8.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0.
First pitch, 106.
Now here's the pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Game time temperature just a tick under 50 this afternoon. 49 degrees here at first pitch. Now the 2-1. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch.
Ball inside.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Bases are empty, one man out. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Popped him up. Rios moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Evan Gatlin.
Standing in, Evan Gatlin. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Willie Peralta gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Now at the plate, Rich Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Indians, the designated hitter, Rich Martinez.
Here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he popped him up. And this will land foul. Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH. Popped him up. Simeon shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the right fielder, Carlos Costa.
Into the box now, Carlos Costa, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Costa hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do.
The 2-1. Popped up. Gatlin has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the left fielder, Max Baer.
Striding in for the Indians, Max Baer. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Peralta into his motion. Here's the delivery. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hard liner to center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. An inning in the books, no score on the show. So in now for Chicago, Jimmy Grimes, who's picked up in the middle rounds of the draft, and clearly he's made some serious strides in the minors to earn his spot in the major leagues here.
Yeah, what a monster moment for not only himself, but his family, all the coaches that have helped him along the way. This is a monumental moment in his career.
The windup and the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And the pitch. For the shortstop, Castro. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Mario Jimenez.
Now at the plate, Mario Jimenez. And while not really viewed as a big-time prospect coming out of the draft, he's had to prove himself at every step of the way to get to this point. His first big league at-bat.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
And this throw gets away from him.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Lincoln Morgan.
Stepping in now, Lincoln Morgan. Swing, and he pops him up. And this will land foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only one gone.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Throw over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And now, in fact, they'll tag him out at second base, trying to advance on the bad throw. What a break there. In now, John English. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Chopper to short. Gloved by Castro. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the switch hitting third baseman, Luis Fernandez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, 0-1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Here's another 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Now the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Simeon is calling for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting fifth, not shortstop, Starlin Castro.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Starlin Castro. First pitch on its way.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, David Castro.
Now in the box, David Castro. Peralta gets the sign. First pitch on its way. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. English is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Junior Powell.
Junior Powell.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Woody Watson.
Now at the plate, Woody Watson. Here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate, Chris Tan, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Third inning, no score to this point. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So digging in now, Reed Rios, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Peralta comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback to kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
English has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting it, the second baseman, Troy Parks.
At the plate, Troy Parks. First pitch of the at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Runner at first following the error. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Chet Gonzalez. From the stretch. Fastball just missed above the zone. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. Line to the right side. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Rich Martinez.
To the plate now, Rich Martinez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Parks at second, Gonzalez at first, 1 gone. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. From the stretch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
The right fielder, number 16.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Costa, and their runners at the corners now. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Now here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Here's the pitch.
Aye. Yep, that ball went out. We got 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Castro comes on now, and he has it one down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Coming to the plate now, Evan Gatlin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike taken up in the zone. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Popped him up. Gonzalez over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Jimmy Grimes. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Down the third baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
Now batting, left fielder, Mario Jimenez.
At the plate now, Mario Jimenez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Into the box now, Lincoln Morgan. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And now at the plate, Max Baer.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Into the box, Luis Fernandez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A runner at second, nobody out. And that misses. 2-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now. 3-2. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. No one out with a runner at second. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and they can't run it down. The next 3-2. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Here's Starlin Castro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Castro playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Settling in now, David Castro, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Peralta pauses. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs 1 more out.
1-0. Here it is. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. The set and the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Here's the 3-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Payoff pitch on its way. Popped up. And there's a base hit, and the Tribe are going to strike first in this one. It's 1-0.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there, but man, that has to frustrate you, Dan. An executed pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat, it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
In now, Reed Rios hit in the air down the right field line, but this will land out there just foul. Two out with the man at first. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. A toss behind the back. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Cleveland's out in front, 1-0. Emilio Saucedo is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring.
Emilio Saucedo.
Leading off the inning, John English, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Whoa, that's inside.
Saucedo, a 27-year-old. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. English is a versatile player defensively, normally a second baseman, but he's actually patrolling the outfield in this one. 1-2 now. Morgan has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Junior Powell.
The next Cub up, Junior Powell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Hard hit ball to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Woody Watson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Chris Tan.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Chris Tan, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Arizona and spring training baseball after this. Sam Igawa takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 38, Sam Igawa.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to go is the second baseman, Troy Parks.
Troy Parks.
And now a pitch on the way. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
The first baseman, number 7, Chet Gonzalez.
Digging in, Chet Gonzalez. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Hit softly down the line at first. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Rich Martinez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And they start him out away with a called strike. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Woodrow Carew is going to come on now as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring.
Number 27, Woodrow Carew.
Striding in, Evan Gatlin. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
The first baseman, Evan Gatlin.
First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Count even at 2-2. The pitch. Now a line drive caught down there at third. He really zeroed in on that one, but the leadoff man's kept off base to start inning number 6. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jimmy Grimes. He picked up his first career hit in his last AB.
I can't begin to tell you, Matty, how much more comfortable this guy is in the box right now as he approaches this AB right here. Getting off the schneid and getting a big league knock changes everything.
The windup and the 0-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
To the plate now, Mario Jimenez. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Chet Steadman enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 32, Chet Steadman.
Striding into the box, Carlos Costa. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The right fielder, Carlos Costa.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's outside.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Luis Fernandez.
Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. At the plate, Luis Fernandez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the belt, the pitch. Runner at first here, one man out. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike two.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Runners off for second. Fouled off. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball four.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Starlin Castro. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Jimenez will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number two.
Now batting, the center fielder, David Castro.
Digging in and looking for more, David Castro. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Very high, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 pitch to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 6 full. The Indians lead it 1-0. Lewis Hemphill will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring.
Number 31, Lewis Hemphill.
Freddie Santiago will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Freddie Santiago.
Hit hard on the ground to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, John English.
Now batting, John English. Here comes the first pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Costa is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Junior Powell.
Digging in, Junior Powell. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Indians 1 and the Cubs nothing. Ronnie Wickert gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 0, Ronnie Wickert.
Ben Zobrist will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Ready now, Reed Rios.
Leading off for the Indians, the catcher, Reed.
Here comes the first pitch.
Rios.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes, 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Little chopper back to the mound. And that's the first out.
Up next for Cleveland, the second baseman, Troy.
Standing in, Troy Parks. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
No strike.
3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Here it is, the 3-0. He loses him on ball 4.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Digging in once again, Chet Gonzalez, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Indians 1 and the Cubs nothing. Jody Rodriguez makes his way toward the mound now as he'll appear in his 6th ball game of the spring.
Jody Rodriguez.
Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the DH, Woody Watson.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Adam Greenberg will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Adam Greenberg.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. One ball, 1 strike, the count. 1 out, nobody on. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1 and 2. And the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Marcus Simeon.
J.C. Embry will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
J.C. Embry.
And that's in there for strike one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Adam Greenberg will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 19.
J.C. Embry is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter. Phil Mortensen will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Phil Mortensen.
Freddie Dorta is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. And a ball, 1-0. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Fernando Rodriguez will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 26, Fernando Rodriguez.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Fair.
Jack Benet will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Jack Benet.
He's running. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Hopped up. Powell in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Now the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Runners on first with 1 down. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that this side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We played 8 full. It's the Indians 1 and the Cubs nothing. Fernando Rodriguez stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field.
Number 26, Fernando.
Jack Benet will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 41, Jack Benet.
Ernesto Ochoa comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Ernesto Ochoa.
Pete Armstrong is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batter, catcher, Jimmy Ryan.
Sammy Sosa will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 21, Sammy Sosa.
In there, strike one.
0-1 is the count.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at one. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Just hung in there on that one.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
This is in the air out to right. Right fielder is on the run, but he can't make the play, and that should bring home the tying run. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, one out, down one in the ninth. He's got to find a way, any way to get on base, and he does more than that, getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
Jesse Padilla will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 3, Jesse Padilla.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Castro onto the grass, but he can't get there, and this might tie up the game. And they get the force for the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in, and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Number 13 will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Nick Castellanos.
Nicholas Horner will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Nicholas Horner.
Low for ball one. And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he misses ball four. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Junior Howell, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Line towards center field. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. He's in there at the plate. And here in the ninth, they have taken the lead.
Boy, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to score. You're down by one going into the ninth. Big base hit right there gives them the lead.
Yeah, these are the knocks you remember, Dan. Coming through for the team right here. Down one run. Huge base hit right there. Able to drive in a pair. And now they got to lock it down in the bottom half.
David Yu takes over now with two gone here in the top of inning number 9. Next will be the designated hitter, Woody Watson. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike one. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Two down, runners at first and second. Hit hard down the line. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And the run will come in to score from second as now it's a 3-1 ball game.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
In there, no balls and a strike. 3 runs already home here. ball one. And here's a screwball that misses that time. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now. J.C. Embry would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So disaster strikes here in the ninth, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Cubs are on top, 3-1. Sammy Sosa will stay in the ballgame, taking over the catching duties behind the plate. Number 13 stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field. Nicholas Horner stays in the ball game in the 8th spot and takes over at second base.
Now at second, number 2, Nicholas
Ryan Buckner will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot.
Now at first base,
Thomas Nicholas comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
Jason Kipnis is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman.
Now catching, number 21.
Sito Suzuki is also into the ball game, as he'll assume duties in left field. Kirby Nobles will be summoned a pinch hit here to start the bottom of the 9th. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Nicholas, a Nevada native. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
The 2-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
On the ground to the left side. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, shortstop, Darling.
Bryant Morris will come on as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Indians, number 38.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and now the Indians are down to their final out.
Now batting, center fielder
Teddy Quinlan will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 47, Teddy Quinlan.
And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Cubbies used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Phil Mortensen takes home the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.